gentlemen,
conversations others aboard.
the What If Show,
hosted by Darius Davis, where real issues meet real people. Where college past, from community leaders to athletes, activists to everyday voices. If it matters to people, it matters here.
Where the truth, you know, ain't the only truth that exists.
What if change started with a conversation?
Every street got a story, every block got a legend, every city got a what if, every rumor got a message. We take the myth, the whispers in the night, flip the script, shine a light, turn the shadows into sight. What if studio?
The What If Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the What If Show, and today I am blessed and honored to have the great Pastor Jamel Brown, on the show with me today. I want to allow you to kind of introduce yourself, Jamel Brown, Pastor Jamel Brown, and kind of just let me know, talk to me about where you're from, and kind of about a little bit, give me a little rundown about where you're from and what you're about.
Hello, I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, a community activist, content creator, and a pastor here in Montgomery. Been doing that since I was 7 years old, and that's what I did in Montgomery since 7 years old.
Okay, awesome, man. Awesome, man. It's interesting to hear. For some of my viewers, we'll get into that a little later on, but we got something major going on with you right now. I just want to ask you the question: what kind of motivated you to run for governor of Alabama?
Just to want to see change, provoked it in the state with different things going on in our state. I never thought I'd be running for governor, never had interest of running for governor, but to see major things be turned around, like sales tax on groceries or sales tax period that going on in our state. So just the issues that facing people all throughout the state, which motivated and drove me to want to get in this race.
Okay, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. I know you, like I said, a lot of things are going on within the state. So I'm asking you about your candidacy and what kind of separates your style from other candidates.
One of the main things, because I'm authentic. People want to see authenticity. They want to see somebody that's gonna stand up for them, fight for them. They want to see somebody make a difference for them. And I'm just not one of the insiders, like they used to say in Washington, D.C. I'm not a part of the establishment. I'm one of the people that are going to get the job done, going to make sure we fight for our people and just be real to what's going on. And that's what stands me out from the other four people, is that I'm just as real as it can get.
Okay, awesome, man, awesome. So I think about, like you said, you're an activist. You do a lot of different things. I believe you're probably the only candidate that has been an activist before. So what kind of personal experiences kind of have shaped your commitment to running for governor, or commitment to your plan for governor?
Well, some of the personal experience I have is legislature led. One of the things I have done is work at the legislature as a page. One of those opportunities, I'll be able to use those type of opportunities to learn about how state government works, learn how the committee process works, the PRs works when it comes to the state legislature. So I have experience, and I tell people all the time, than any of the candidates that are running in the race. Being an activist in Montgomery, fighting for against black on black crime, fighting against police injustice, I have done it all the way around. And the people in Montgomery, Alabama know that. They have seen that and they have witnessed that over the years. So the experience that I use on social media, um, through the legislature, and through community affairs have shaped me into being one of the most experienced candidates in this race.
Okay. Just kind of piggybacking on that. I did a little
Your
research on
phone,
you.
I can't hear you, Darius.
Oh, you can't hear me no more? Okay. Let me make sure. Hold on 1 second.
Darius.
Yeah, can you hear me now? All right, let me check. Hold on 1 second. See.
Your volume.
Is it? All right, hold on. Let's see. Can you hear it now? Still, still can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you well.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Let me see.
Take a look.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Still can't
So
hear me?
press your mic on and off.
On and off? Okay. Let's see. Can you hear me better? Still can't hear me? Let's see.
You think I need to refresh it on my end?
Yeah. Try to refresh your end because I can hear you and I see
I
my
can't.
mic.
Let me see something.
My mic is moving.
I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, great, man. I
I
don't
need
know.
to learn how to work this do not disturb stuff because
Oh,
the alarm went off and
Yeah.
ticked it off. And
Yeah,
it just
it'll do
made
that.
me refresh it. I
For
need to
sure.
get, I wish they had an app for this.
Yeah, man.
But go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, man. I end up having to, get my whole computer set up situated with it. All
Yeah.
right, but what I want to ask you guys, man, about your Brown plan, man, and there's a lot of things that you talked about in your Brown plan. I did a little research on you. And I look at some of your Brown plan and some of the things that you got going on there. And you talk about legalizing weed in Alabama. You talk about the lottery in Alabama. You talk about several things going on in your Brown plan. So, which one of those things do you believe will have the biggest impact?
Well, legalizing marijuana, I really can't say which one because I know all of them have an impact, but one of the main ones is legalizing marijuana.
Okay, okay. What do you believe that legalizing marijuana will lead to in Alabama?
Business, dispensaries, shops being open, more medical research for the benefits of what marijuana can do to people physically, and reduce crime, reduce jail time for black and brown citizens, and more money for the state.
Okay, so I know you hear people saying, "Man, that is very ambitious." To try to do some of the things on your Brown plan, especially for as legalizing marijuana. A lot of those things you say you're going to do, turn the 30 days into 60 days pay period thing. So, which one of these policies you think going to pass first, the easiest?
I think marijuana and the lottery probably the first two to pass first,
Okay.
because people that's what people want to see. They're tired going to another state just to do the lottery, and they just tired of this marijuana stuff that's been going on. So I think those two will be the main two that I get off the ground first.
Okay. Now we're looking at stuff like your funding for, I think you got like food programs that you plan on having in the Brown plan. You got it lower rent on mortgage payments, raising pay raise for law enforcement. So a lot of people ask, where is the funding coming for all of this?
from the marijuana, from the lottery, from the gamings, and from the bets. Uh, those numbers are predicted to generate not just millions, but billions of dollars for the growth of Alabama, and we're going to use that money to make that happen.
Okay. Awesome, man. Awesome. Another thing that you mentioned, you talked about investing $1 billion into Alabama businesses. What industries do you plan to prioritize first?
Small businesses.
Small
If
business.
they operate in Alabama, if they make in Alabama, then we're going to help them. So we're going to focus on Alabama businesses that's born and raised here.
Okay. Awesome, man. So a lot of African Americans or black owned businesses, they say, hey, we want to be supported. How do you plan on supporting a lot of black owned businesses in the state of Alabama?
uh, by getting them the resources that they need to combat the economic issues that they are facing today, giving them all the resources, providing them with a whole lot of training and education that a lot of these nonprofits and a lot of the organizations that are inside the state that provide for minority businesses to help them excel, not only to start businesses, but how to keep their businesses and thrive on those businesses. So we're going to point them into those type of directions to help them out.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Another thing that I want to kind of get into right now is about community and the criminal justice system. You have said in your plan talks about free and nonviolent offenders. How would you implement that safely and responsibly?
We're going to take a deep look into each records, those that have been doing good in the system, and starting with those that are in there for drug crimes. We're going to evaluate them very closely and make strong recommendations to the department, uh, the board of parole, those that need to be released, those that we need to keep in, and those that we need to, try to work some more time out with them. But we're gonna look at all the drug cases, and we're gonna try to balance all of those out. But it mostly gonna deal with people with, drug cases, tax cases, crimes that they did not bodily harm anyone or rape anybody or murder anybody.
Okay, man, that's awesome, man. Awesome. I'm sure a lot of people that's currently incarcerated will be interested in hearing your plan about that. Another thing I would like to ask is a lot of people ask about policing, police training, and their police community relationships. What kind of changes would you like to implement in some of the police training?
Making sure we hold our officers accountable, not just give them pay raises, but making sure we have proper use of body cameras and car cameras, and just providing our police officers with up to date and modern day training and education and community relations so they can be able to go out there and be better equipped when dealing with citizens throughout this state. But they're going to be a collaboration effort, not just on the state side, but with those that are sheriffs, those that are police chiefs and mayors and city councils across the state.
Okay, awesome, man. I know a lot of people ask this question, but I've asked all of just about the governor candidates this question. It's a very pressing issue in the United States right now, especially in the state of Alabama. How do you plan to address the overcrowded prison system and some of the injustices being done right now in the prison system in Alabama?
Well, that go back to the last question you asked. Getting those that need to be out of there, get them out of there immediately, put them, get them the help that they need, and train our DOC officers and try to our best to minimize crime that going on in prison.
Okay, awesome, awesome. I know you talked about a little bit in your plan, eliminating property tax for homeowners. Okay,
Right.
how do you plan on making that sustainable long term? Because you know we pay for a lot of things with property taxes. With we pay for schools, we pay for a lot of different things. How do you plan on making that long term sustainable?
Well, that's not hard. The legislature can just pass a simple bill to just remove tax off of property, just like we need to remove tax off of groceries. It's just if the legislature do their job, we can do it. So it's real easy. They just got to remove the tax. That's it. That if they don't want to remove 100%, they can move half of it, just like they did with the tax on grocery. They removed 2 cents and left the last other 2 cents. Um, they can remove all of the cents off the property tax. In no sense of charging property owners more money after they done paid off their homes, and some took 35, 40 some years just to do it.
Okay. So basically, you plan on trying to get some of this money from the lottery, some of this money from legalizing marijuana, and kind of make up the difference in the property tax, so people won't have to pay that property tax.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's
The
awesome.
money, always remember, there is the money that um off the marijuana, the money off of the lottery is gonna pay for everything.
Okay. Okay. Awesome, man. I know there's been something people been trying to pass for years, and hopefully, like I said, you get in there, man, you'll be able to knock that out. I'm gonna ask you this question. Alabamians are really struggling right now with their utilities, their rent, and their food. Which one of those issues would you like to tackle first?
We're gonna most definitely tackle utilities first. Then we're gonna do rent. Then we're gonna focus on food.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So I want to ask, this is kind of like a thing that's going around. I ask each of Democratic candidates about the big wolf in the room, Tommy Tuberville. A lot of people are talking about Tommy Tuberville and some of his decisions. I just kind of wanted to see your perspective on Tommy Tuberville, his impact, and your approach as governor. How would that be different than Tommy Tuberville?
My approach is I'm gonna stay the same, and I don't have anything bad to say about Tommy Tuberville.
Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Do you feel Alabama leadership has done enough for working families right now as far as
No,
current
no,
governor chaos?
no, no. I wouldn't be running for governor if they did. No.
Gotcha, gotcha. All right. So what would you do immediately to try to show Alabama something different? If you, as soon as you first day getting in there as governor, what would you immediately do?
We're gonna sign 20 executive orders, and we're gonna see would they be challenged in the court. And we're just gonna sign 20 serious executive orders, and they're gonna be included with the marijuana, the lottery, with the food, with the tax on property, with utilities, and we're gonna make some bold efforts on day one.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So what do you want the undecided voter to kind of know about you? A person that's kind of on the edge. What do you want them to know?
What I want them to know is that they have someone who is just like them. 35. I haven't owned my own house yet. I stay in a townhouse, and soon I'll be working on owning a house if I win or lose this race. But I'm just like them. They don't have anything to worry about. Um, they have somebody in their corner there is that it's just regular, and they'll see that.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Another thing I want to ask, I read, through a lot of different things, and I hear this all the time from some of my viewers and things of that nature. They were saying, uh, some people might say, Mister Pastor Brown is just a plant. He's in there to kind of split up the vote, and he's going to cause us not to be able to get a Democratic candidate in there. He's gonna split all the vote up. What do you say to people who say things like that? You're just a plant.
They don't know politics and they don't know me. Like I said, the people in Montgomery, the 200 some thousand residents we have witnessed me since the age of 7 years old, stand up and fought for our community. The last time we had a Democratic governor was Don Sigerman. Since then, we had 3 Republican governors. Haven't had a Democratic governor yet. And the numbers are showing, no matter what they say, Alabama is leading the Republican state. And the only votes I can split up is those on the Republican side, when you have Republicans that want to cross over and vote for me because my ideas and policies line up more with what they have going on. So, I hear that type of stuff too. It doesn't bother me. We had Democrats to run since Bob Riley, and all of them been defeated badly. So that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is. So another thing I'll ask you about is a lot of people in the world, social media world, and other places, they ask you questions about your public perception. Okay, and they say, hey, you get a lot of attention online, some positive, some negative. How do you handle that type of pressure?
I handle just let them do what they do. I can't change people's opinion about me. I can't change how they feel about me. The internet has so much opinions out there, but until you actually get to know candidates for yourself, people for yourself, folks are gonna always have a perception. It's just up to me is I'm gonna fall for it or continue to be me.
Okay, okay, awesome. Do you feel misunderstood by the public sometimes? Maybe some things you're trying to get across and people misunderstanding you. If you do, in what ways do you feel misunderstood?
I don't feel like I'm misunderstood. I feel like people just minds only allow them to reach so far that they don't see through the message. They don't see through what's going on. So their minds just limit them to what they can see through people. So, I don't feel like I'm misunderstood. I don't. Nobody never told me if I was or not.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. And then I want to ask you this question also, like, what would be maybe the biggest misconception about Pastor Jamel Brown that you get from time to time?
Folks don't think I'm a real pastor. That's it.
Okay.
I feel like, but like I said, they don't know me,
Yeah.
until they actually know me and research and talk, then they'll find out different. But that's one of the biggest misconceptions I can say.
Okay. Now, why would some people think that you are not a real pastor, Pastor Jamel Brown?
Because of social media.
Social media. Okay. 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 All right. So, um, right now, there are rumors and narratives about your personal life. Would you like to address any of those rumors directly?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Rumors is gonna be rumors. Like I said, people is how people mindsets are. They're designed and assigned to do and say certain things, not just by me, but other public figures and people in the public eye. And a lot of things we just don't have to address. We just let folks be folks. But if they profiting off of it, of a lie or a slander, that's something different. But other than that, we just let people be people.
Got you. Got you. Got you. So, also another thing that I kind of did a little research on. Some of the people in social media and online, they make assumptions about your sexuality. What do you want voters to understand about that conversation?
Nah, I don't have anything for them to understand about it. You know, they think what they want to think theirs and go right back. I can't please folks, and I refuse to, you know, just give people what they want to hear. No, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Okay. Okay. I mean, that's understandable. You know, some political candidates like to try to take it and flip it in their for their, well-being and get
Right.
another group of people to come in. But hey, I'm glad you're honest about it. You're just telling people
Yeah,
that.
you know, yeah, people gonna talk.
Yeah, yeah. All right. How do you stay focused on your campaign when you hear personal rumors starting to overshadow your political message? I know you've been putting your political message out there, and people steady coming with all these different rumors and insinuating. How do you try to stay focused?
To be honest with you, there's, folks think it bother me. It doesn't bother me. I have a goal to make 50 posts a day on social media. And, folks send me stuff. Folks send me what folks have said on blogs and stuff like that. And it just don't bother me. I be in my own little world. Like, nothing bothers me no more. Especially getting 1 year older, nothing just don't bother me anymore. It just don't, you know. I'm just being honest.
Awesome, man.
So
Awesome.
I just, stay focused on my assignment and what I'm supposed to do, and that's it. But that stuff don't bother me.
Got you.
I see everything on social media that you and everybody else see. That stuff just don't bother me.
Yeah. Okay, man. That's awesome, man. It take one, man, because I look at some of the biggest celebrities out there, and they
Yeah,
a lot of time when they see their phone, they're getting back into it.
yeah,
And it's amazing that you're able to continue on what you're
right,
doing and
right,
not emotional behind it.
right.
So some people say, hey, Pastor Jamel Brown is too flashy, or too generous with money. How do you respond to that question?
Uh, Once again, I don't care what people feel about what I do with my life. Is my life.
Gotcha.
I'll be doing the same thing as governor.
Yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable. Yeah, you got to live your life.
Right.
So do
If I
you
want
think?
to wear Jordans, I'm gonna wear Jordans. If I want to buy every new pair come out, I'm gonna buy every new pair come out. It doesn't bother me.
Gotcha. So I talked to a lot of the other candidates also. I want to ask you this question. Do you feel targeted by certain people or certain groups online? Are there like some kind of conspiracy to get Pastor Jamel Brown out of the race or anything like that? Do you feel targeted by certain groups?
Uh, I think so sometimes, but they ain't doing a good job.
Okay.
I'm still in it. I ain't getting out.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense, man. Because, like I say, most of the other candidates I talked to, they said, "Well, hey, man, they're trying to do this and they're trying to do that, trying to sabotage me." So you think
Yeah,
so sometimes, but then did you say they're not doing a good job of it?
they're not doing a good job because I'm still in it to win it.
Gotcha.
I'm not dropping out.
Great answer. So when you look at all this public criticism, I hate to be saying the same question over and over, but public criticism about family and personal relationships. How does that kind of affect you?
It doesn't affect me. Like I said, I've got into a point in life, people gonna think and say whatever they want to say. Is Am I gonna bow down to it, kneel to it, or I'm gonna, stay on the mission? And I decided to stay on the mission.
Gotcha. What I want to ask now is a lot of people are saying, hey, your events and you don't have the support that many other candidates have. What do you say about that when people try to underestimate you or they try to take away from your influence or your support? What do you say about that?
They're very small-minded because it's evident that I have the most powerful platform in Alabama with a big support, and like I said, they small-minded. These folks that ain't got no type of name for themselves, no nobleness about themselves, and they just trolls. And that's the best way to identify those type of people as trolls.
Awesome, awesome. So when you're looking for support, in your eyes, what do you see as support? You looking for numbers, or you looking for people on social media to support you? Or how are you looking for support?
Really, to be honest with you, I'm not looking for support. I'm just looking for people to wake up, realize what's going on, and if they're gonna follow me, they're gonna follow me. They're gonna vote for me. They're gonna vote for me. But I'm gonna do my part to try to continue to wake up as many people as I can.
Got you. That makes a lot of sense, man. Because a lot of people sometimes get their motivation from support.
Right.
So it's good that you're motivated regardless of support, whether 10 people show up or 50 people show up.
Exactly. I don't. That don't bother me.
Good job, man. So a lot of times when you get controversy, what helps keep you grinding, keep you moving forward?
Knowing who I am, knowing where my heart at, and that just motivates me to keep on going.
Awesome. I guess, like I said, you got a good foundation that keeps you, well rounded. So
Yeah.
you're able to
yeah, I got close family and friends, and
Awesome, man. Awesome. So what do you want voters to understand about your intentions to be governor? I mean, what do you want voters to understand about your character? Somebody asks you, hey, his character is this, his character is that. What do you want voters to understand about that?
They need to just know the difference between someone that is keeping his folks happy and entertained, and is gonna just be authentic and real. Go right back to that word, authenticity. They always have somebody that they know is not gonna be fake. That's it.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, like I said, you're running your campaign off authenticity.
Right. That's it.
Awesome, man. So what should the people of Alabama? Why should the people of Alabama trust you?
Go back to the same word, authenticity.
Authenticity.
That's it. That's a different question. Same question in a different form, but the same answer, authenticity.
Got you. So I'm gonna ask you. I work with youth. I'm a school teacher, and so what kind of message do you want the younger generation watching right now? What kind of message are you trying to give the younger generation?
They can do whatever they put their mind to.
Awesome.
If I can do it, they can do it. Don't never let nobody tell them what they can't do.
That's awesome, man. Awesome. If you get elected tomorrow as governor, what would be the first thing you do?
I thank God, my creator, and get to work. Want to know what the procedures are, plan for the inauguration, and make calls, and go ahead and start getting stuff in planning.
Awesome, man. I really thank you for coming on today, man. Is there anything you would like to leave the people with today? As far as your Brown plan, as far as your candidacy for governor?
I want people to know this, is that the creator makes people different ways, and he has a way of using people to his advantage for his glorification and to liberate people and open their minds. I just want Alabamians to know this. Get to know me for yourself. Learn who I am for yourself. Watch me on podcasts and platforms just as yours, to get to know and understand my issues and their issues and my solution to their issues, and know that they'll have somebody that think like them on their side, ain't gonna sugarcoat, ain't gonna bullshit, ain't gonna play around. And that's why I'm going on a lot of these platforms, not just talk about the governor's race, but talk about me altogether. That I'm not this person that they painted to be. I'm not this person at all. I'm just the most realest person they ever witnessed besides President Trump. And that's all I wanted to know.
Oh man, That's awesome, man. I believe you gained some people. Got a lot of people down in my area where I'm from the Wiregrass area. A lot of those people had seen of you or heard of you, but they not got a chance to speak real conversation with you. So I believe you're getting a lot of people, and I'm hearing from a lot of people that they want to cast their vote with you. So I really appreciate you coming on my show, man, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Please invite me again.
I will.
I love these type of conversations because they give me an opportunity to show myself in a different light, especially when it comes to the issues. I like giving my solutions to the issues.
Awesome, man. You did an amazing job, man. I really appreciate you. I definitely have you back soon.
Thank you, Darius.
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.